this my way, I devour. If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Good idea. I see. Oops.
I don't want to get in trouble the first day.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Shame you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you'd use them.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Oksbi. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It is true, but we handled it very well.
I'll say. I think you've already earned a reputation for fearlessness. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I take it you're not afraid of heights?
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
कितने चढ़ गए? वो नहीं चढ़ती रहती.
I asked Ronan what he'd recommend for a billywig sting, and he laughed and said, try not to be seen.
You'll like it, trust me. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Okay.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
What did this go to?
OWLs?
Same question.
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
एग्जाम्स वगैरह हो रहे हैं भाई.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Hey, गायब वायब करना कैसे आता है?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay. Hello.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
बोलते कैसे?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Well.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Okay, just got it. Okay. Field guide challenge are the only way. Okay, accept the field guide. Okay. Okay. यहाँ से ठीक है. Collecting your first guide is not new challenge. Okay. Combat, quest, exploration, field guide, room occupied. Oh, rewards मिलते हैं. Okay. Okay, pages collect
Clever,
करने.
isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Really?
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Lumos.
You've been practicing.
Wow.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
This for games. Okay, fast travel के लिए यूज होता है. मतलब पूरे मैप पे चल चल के नहीं जाना पड़ेगा. Central Hall. Go on. ओके फास्ट ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Revelio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the
Lumos.
hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Orders.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. This represents main quest. Okay. Okay. Counselors depends on क्लास में चलते हैं Levioso or Active.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Good.
Fortunate the school's so close to Hogsmeade.
So,
Catch bees!
ओके ये कंपास है ओके कहीं भी जाना है भी दबाओ मस्त भाई पूरा असली पहले ऊपर उड़ नहीं सकता क्या
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Really jumps.
I don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Really?
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves! Away from me!
Really?
What do you want?
Okay. बैटिंग चल रही है
Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Okay.
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boo, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
Revelio.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
सही है, खुलेगा कैसे? Level 1. ओके, इन दोनों से कुछ तो सीन है। समझ नहीं आ रहा।
Revelio. Lumos.
हाँ, मुझे पजल समझ नहीं आ रही, बिल्कुल भी नहीं। ऐसे है ये पजल भाई, यहाँ से कुछ क्लास अटेंड करते हैं। फालतू की दिमाग खराब करना।
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Opens.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
अच्छा, new
Have
student
you
है।
met Professor Ronan yet?
सब invite कर रहे हैं उसको।
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
कुछ याद ही नहीं लोगों को।
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
समझ में आया उसका जो एंटरटेनिंग का मतलब कहा तो उससे मतलब क्या था एंटरटेनिंग का। ओके एक्यू
Accio.
ये सीखना था मेरे को।
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Oh. Outdoor studying. सही है बात। चलो थोड़ा आउटडोर में पढ़ाई करते हैं। Look for flow flames on the path of your objective.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
क्या बना रहा है?
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
क्या करना है? Accio?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
The summoning charm Accio pulls a target closer.
Possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. Yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but
Closer to the caster.
Professor.
Tap the sand key to Accio and pull a target closer. Tap the key again to cease cast. Okay.
Accio. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Splendid.
Okay.
Stay focused.
Okay. समझा.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Okay.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Watch this.
Sure.
That is how it's done.
50 points. मुझे 50 करने पड़ेगा.
Accio. Not to worry.
Here we go. There we go.
Hello, NBY. What's
Oh dear. Let us see this.
मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ. ये मुझे रोकना है. ये रोकना है. ओके समझा.
Accio. Don't lose your composure.
ओके मैं समझा क्या करना था. मुझे रोकना था. अब समझा. Hello NBY.
Let us make this a bit more
क्या है?
interesting, shall
गेम
we?
है? Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
NBY कैसे हो?
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round.
वाह बेटा इधर भी वेट है. रख दिया थोड़ा. रोकना पड़ेगा.
Accio.
हाँ रुक जा.
Happens to the best of us.
और पहले रोकना पड़ेगा मेरे को.
Here we go.
फिर से रख दिया.
That is how it's done.
ठीक है ठीक है. रुक जा.
Ah, you on, let us see this.
ये गेम पे क्यों खिला रहे हो मेरे को?
Not to worry. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Okay.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on you. A word, if you're so inclined.
Well,
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Accio. You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio. Accio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Hello, Darshan bhai. कैसे हो दर्शन भाई? अरे 16 तारीख आ गई. कहाँ है?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
बोलती दर्शन भाई. क्या हुआ बताओ ना. सी आ गया आपका. कहाँ जाना है? 11 years. Okay. Yeah, well. Okay. Inventory. में wand handles ठीक है. And है मेरे पास. है आ गया मेरे पास फेस में. डिफरेंस क्या? ओ ये गोल्डन है. और ये सिल्वर है. ओके. मुझे सिल्वर वाला पसंद है. इसमें ये वाला पहनता है. This is inventory. Election में भी कुछ है. Okay. Yes. Challenges. Field guide. Collect 2 field guide places. ये अपग्रेड होगा ना? यार आई हो
Someone's parents said
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something a little...
Hello, Lenora. Could you remind me what's so special about that empty painting?
It's not necessarily special, as far as I can tell. It's some sort of puzzle that I'm trying to work out. Have a look if you're of a mind. Perhaps you can spot a clue that I've missed.
Okay.
Revelio.
Lumos.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Nothing to be learned at Hogwarts that one cannot learn.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so... Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Accio! The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Lumos.
जाने हैं अपन मैं बोलूं
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Lenora कौन मिलेगी?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Yeah.
The moth! I should have seen that.
एक और था ना शायद ये देखिए रुक पड़ी है
Revelio.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on the library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
Okay.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary.
Ooh,
I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
मम्मी के wrong hands नहीं मारती. Okay.
Can you remind me what you needed help with again?
I need someone to collect the 5 books flying about the library for me. One of them is my personal diary, and I'd really like to have it back before it falls into the wrong hands.
5 book चाहिए.
Revelio.
Bring in a Dementor for defense against the dark arts. What better way to learn, I say?
उसकी books कहाँ मिलेंगी? Oh, library.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
बाकी है कहीं.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
क्या लिखा है इसमें? Do what's good that it was. मुझे और बुक्स चाहिए. 3 और दो.
Revelio.
यहाँ पे कुछ रिव्यू हुआ था. जाऊँ कैसे? रोज तो सिखाया नहीं. Accio. छोड़ो बुक पे ध्यान देते हैं ये रही एक बुक आ जाओ और ये है बुक
Revelio.
उड़ती किताबें
My older brothers were all sorted into Ravenclaw.
वो नीचे
They're
मिलेगी
accomplished now. I'll never be able to live up to their achievements.
फिर है यहाँ पे ये रही है अच्छा मुझे आखिरी वो सामने दिख रही नहीं छोड़ दिया था फिर एक हो गए सारी हो गई नहीं एक बच्ची अगली किताब
Revelio. Lumos.
ओके पैसे मिले मोरी 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 भाई बड़ी उड़ रही है भाई ये अब नहीं दिख रहा बस एक वो देखो जैसे इधर जाओ उड़ने लगता है
Revelio. Accio.
देख रही मेरे को
Accio. Revelio.
ये रही जा
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
बता दिया भाई इस एक किताब में लड़कियों से किताब नहीं समझ जाती
Revelio.
Yeah.
Lumos.
Thank you. Yes, sit up.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Fine. I shall pay you. But you cannot begin to imagine what I shall be writing about you next. Should never have trusted them.
₹300 मिले लड़की से चलो आगे चलते हैं मेन क्वेस्ट मैं ग्रिफिंडोर में क्या करता हूँ मुझे स्लिदरिन में होना चाहिए ऐसी हरकतें करूँगा तो
I'd rather go alone. To a dance?
Why not?
Thank you.
Insist that we go alone. Imagine how much simpler that would be.
Why?
Off on another adventure, are we?
I was only asking. I suppose there are some advantages to not going
and last seconds defense against the dark इस तक चलते हैं इतना क्लियर नहीं बनाया मैंने देखना पड़ता है हाँ लोडिंग इसमें टाइम लगता है मुझे नीचे जाना है सीधा ये लेते हैं compass What do you
mean you won't be coming home for the holidays? Darling Aunt Philomena has come all the way from Guernsey! Well...
Revelio.
Because now you won't be getting any of her
Accio.
free pie! Ha!
I get letters
Revelio.
यहाँ का वो क्या है
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Yeah.
The chairs in the common room are too comfortable. closed my eyes for 2 seconds the other day.
पता है तुम्हारी आँख लग गई नींद आ गई. Okay.
Is that all you've got? Bombard!
Bombarda.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Let's do it. Oh yeah. A levitation charm.
Levioso.
गार्डियन लेवियोसो सिखाओ यार. लेवियोसो क्या कर?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
ये कितना सिंपल रहता है. Texture side में किसका? Okay.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay. Okay.
This should be Protego. Levioso. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. Oh, I know. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. There you go. Complicates things.
Bring all of my students with this adept.
Potato.
I do enjoy life dueling. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
दोबारा क्या? Deflect तो मस्त है. Deflect करने वाला चाहिए.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Thank you.
Nice work.
The mission guy,
I enjoyed that. Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned?
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Okay. No. Okay. Yes. Yes, में क्या मिला? Plus में कुछ मिला? Yes. No. नहीं इस चीज का इन्वेंटरी है कहाँ Okay. Oh, one-handed. Next. Easily up across. Cross. Okay. Cross comes. पहनना कैसे मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा. Change appearance. Okay. Volume media. Okay. Change appearance. बहुत सारी चीजें. Okay, focus. Yeah, best. Okay. Yes. Okay, golden type is not there. मस्त लग रहा है. बेसिक कपड़े पहनते हैं. एक दो के लिए कौन सा सबसे नजदीक पड़ेगा? ये सबसे नजदीक पड़ना चाहिए. एक दो मिशन और करते हैं फिर कौन करते हैं. यार मुझे मजा आ रही है इसमें. बढ़िया. मस्त लग रहा है मेरा.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
ये मस्त लग रहा है. मार देना पड़ेगा.
Revelio.
नीचे कम से कम हेल्थ नहीं आती. क्या है?
Accio. Lumos.
I cannot do this for all eternity.
Levioso. Revelio.
Map of this was better. Okay. Black dragon करके
Levioso. Lumos. Accio.
इस काम के लिए आया होगा।
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there. Lumos. Levioso.
Okay. Nice. Level.
Can I help you?
ये फोन ले दो मेरे यहाँ का फास्ट
Can I help you?
क्या बच्चे एक सेकंड फास्ट लेवल
Revelio.
लेवल
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
ये आते हैं अपन मैंने ये वाला लेवल क्यों नहीं लिया
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Excited है बे बच्चा
We'll make you regret signing up.
Oh, we will see. Okay.
Confringo. Potato. Stupefy.
Act like a winner.
Levioso. Accio.
I'm the one.
There goes my wager. Stupefy. Sendo. Levioso. You're better than that.
Leviosa.
Potato. Stupefy. Accio.
Don't try weighing that.
Easy.
I could never duel like that.
Hmm?
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
Thank you.
Hope to see you back here again.
Accio. Revelio.
ये क्या करें? बजाना है ये Years में कुछ this is ग्लव्स तो पहनूंगा भी नहीं। मस्त कपड़े। मैं आपको बस मेन कस्ट बचा, इसी करते हैं बस। सबसे क्लोज ये सबसे क्लोज वाला।
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Oh, Phoenix test. सारे हो गए।
Revelio.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Protego.
Fills our
Lumos.
stone hearts with
Levioso.
joy to be in the presence of such...
Accio.
मेरी देख रहे हो क्या? मेरी समझ
Revelio.
ये वाला ऑन करना।
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Thank you, thank you. Hogwarts cycle.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
और सनी जी क्या चल रहा है?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Deke.
Ah.
कपड़े मस्त लग रहे हैं
you
इसके। कपड़े बारे में कुछ बोलना।
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Has my professor said anything?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
सनी जी आप कुछ नहीं खेल रहे इस समय? Professor Ronan mentioned that, but whatever.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
Yeah, wands
You've managed your
so, yeah.
classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Thank you. मुझे भी जानना है।
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty solution? Natty सचलते हैं.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
ये कौन
A
है?
rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Hey. Hey.
Revelio.
यहाँ भी कुछ है. Okay.
Revelio.
क्या है मेरे पास देखने तो. सस्ता है. 100 रिपेयर हो इस पर मिलेगा. सस्ता वाला करते हैं. अब सो इतना बड़ा नहीं बचा.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Are we?
Revelio.
कुछ है. कोई तो पेपर था यार.
Might some kind soul help me?
बताओ क्यों?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak.
जैसे
The
बताओ.
girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
क्यों?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Snake Pit. See gobstone. Yes, I don't know why.
Hello, Zenobia. What did you need help with?
I need someone to collect my gobstones that have been hidden in very high places all over the school.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ah, there you are.
Revelio.
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Oh, it's here down there. Not really.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio.
Yeah.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
हो रहा है
Revelio.
ठीक है वैसे क्या होता है अच्छा ये दरवाजा
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
हो रहा मतलब है ये मस्त
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
हो रहा है
My young friend.
Revelio.
ठीक है हर्बोलॉजी अवार्ड ये चाहिए बॉब स्टोन चाहिए ये राइट
Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones.
मिल गया सर
I should go and see her.
उसके पास कोई ट्रॉफी तो होनी चाहिए फास्ट ट्रैवल करेंगे अपन चल के नहीं आने हो सकता जल्दी Oh, 844 हो गया बंद करते हैं आखिरी क्वेस्ट ठीक है ओह मैं ये स्पेल्स रख सकता हूँ मुझे स्पेल्स मैंने नहीं की ये शायद लड़ाई वाले भगवान ओह डिसआर्मिंग ये शायद निरस्त भाव था निरस्त हो सकती है और ये तीनों शायद कर्स है। ओके, अनफॉरगिवेबल कर्स। ये डैमेज, ये फोर्स, और ये कंट्रोल।
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really?
मैं खेलने नहीं वाला
It was
गेम
possible.
मेरे साथ।
However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well,
कॉमन सेंस बोल
may I
दिया।
have my gobstones back?
Now, अगर मैं ये बोलूँगा तो क्या करेगा?
Of course, they are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
No. मजा आ रही है।
Revelio.
ये बंद करना है। सेव कैसे होगा ये? ऐसे सेव होगा। हो गया ना? ये वाला मसला, ये नहीं पास। इन्वेंटरी में क्या हो जाए? क्या दिखता है मेरे को कभी? ये मिला बस। वेस्ट में क्या है? टू हॉगवर्ट्स ब्लॉग देखें। सिर्फ रोने का साइड कर देना। नया क्लास मिला करेंगे। ये बढ़िया है। चलो कोई ग्लासेस गोल्ड वाले करेंगे। कैप अच्छी नहीं, सेव करते हैं चलते हैं। सेव गया +1 it was मजा है। चलते हैं, थोड़ा वेलो खेलूंगा, खाना खाऊंगा, Hello, bye bye guys.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers